Welcome to the 30th day of Vlogaween, as it is October 30th, 2020. It is Wicked the Musical's 17th anniversary. I'm here with my best friend, Maddie, the alphabet to my Glinda, or the Elfie to my Glinda. We met on our Disney college program 4 years ago. We old.
Yeah. We are old. Oh.
So, Maddie and I bonded over this musical, among many other things. Mean Girls, Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I think Wicked was the first one that we talked about, other than Mean Girls. Mean Girls wasn't a musical then.
So, my name is Damien. Maddie and I worked at Pecos Bill's Tall Linen Cafe, and she was training with three friends, and they were all decided that they were all the Plastics and named themselves. And then so I was walking out and doing something. They're like, "Hey, we're the Plastics." I'm like, "Hi, I'm Damien."
Oh, God. It was the best.
So,
and we all freaked out. We just freaked out because we'd been together for a whole week at this point, and we were just deciding that we were the Plastics that day. And it was our last day of training, and then we met Damien, and it was insane.
And Maddie and I have been best friends ever since.
Yep. Yeah, that was the night that we rode the bus home together, too.
Yeah, that was the first time you walked into my apartment.
Yep.
History was made that day.
Yes, it was.
I hope you all enjoy this Wicked anniversary edition of Musical Theater Chat. Hopefully soon there'll be a Heather's Musical Theater Chat with me and Maddie. She's very busy in October. She does a lot of things.
October is rough, and I'm very tired, as you can see.
But she's so beautiful. Maddie, first question. Team Elfie or Team Glinda? Or are you team both?
That's a hard question. I don't think I've ever been asked that before. I think I'm team Elfie because Glinda's kind of rude in the beginning, but she does come around and she learns her lesson. So I'm team both at the end of the day, but team Elfie.
In middle school, I was team Elphaba, but I'm team both because I've seen both sides.
Yeah.
I'm very literally an extra in the way that I am Glinda. Yeah. I defend people like Elphaba does and stand up for things like Elphaba does. So I feel both sides. And I've been heartbroken many times like Elphaba has.
Yeah.
So, growing up, I identified with many outcast Disney characters: Hercules, Belle, Ariel, Quasimodo. And then Elphaba was another outcast.
I feel that.
If you could play anybody in Wicked, who would it be?
Okay, well, I want to say Elphaba because, I mean, that song, though. But honestly, I would probably want to play Glinda because it's more fun.
You would kill Glinda, though.
Yeah.
Popular, I would die for.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I used to sing that song when I was little. That was the first song I ever sang live in front of people. I think I was 8 years old, and I sang it at a karaoke contest and won.
I love that. When did you first see Wicked?
I was 8 years old, and I saw the original Broadway cast in New York. It was my dad took me to New York for the first time ever, and that was the show that we saw was Wicked, and it was Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, and it was the most amazing experience I've ever had in my life. But I've seen it 5 times altogether. So I've seen it once in New York, twice in Chicago, and 3 times in Louisville.
The first time I saw it was in 2008. I was in the 8th grade. Everybody that year saw it, and we all became obsessed with it. That's all my drama class would talk about, and my whole family became obsessed to the point where Savannah and I were singing Defying Gravity together in the kitchen. The coolest moment ever. We were just cleaning the kitchen, but then the part where Elphaba defies gravity, Savannah is standing behind the kitchen island and steps up onto the little step. And my mom goes, this is epic. And then I saw it again in high school. Claire went to go see it at the Fox Theater, which is where I originally saw it. And then I saw it in the West End.
Ooh. That's awesome.
But I still have not seen the Broadway version, and I really want to. When all of this lovely 2020 stuff is over, we really need to go together and do Behind the Emerald Curtain tour.
Yes.
We need to just have a Broadway week.
Yeah.
Where we just do matinee, evening show. And then we're like, what are we eating for food? Air.
Air and street hot dogs.
What is your favorite song from Wicked?
I really like Dancing Through Life. Like, that didn't used to be my favorite song. I used to not really like it because it's so long. But now that I'm an adult and actually listening to it, I love Dancing Through Life.
Yeah. Well, it's very relatable content currently.
Yes, it is.
The thing I like the most about Wicked is it's just one, it takes the camera from Wizard of Oz and it's like, let's go over here. But then also it brings up things that are still going on. The rights of animals, which is so much political satire. And I love how one of the wizards was like, he's all smoke and mirrors, which many of our presidents have been said to be smoke and mirrors. Because it's a show for little kids and it's a show for adults. Because like even Kristen Chenoweth in half of her interviews, she's like, and Dina Menzel, she's like, my fans span from children to gay men.
Yeah. That show, what they did and the way that they did it, they made it to where kids could watch it and enjoy it just from the surface aspect of it, but the parents can see the deeper aspect of it and enjoy it as well. Like, it's amazing.
As a side note, if you haven't read or listened to Kristen Chenoweth's autobiography, get it. It's great. I listen to it all the time when I travel, so I can quote it. My mom's like, you need a new audiobook. One of the times during the out-of-town tryouts, they realized that half of the script didn't take from L. Frank Baum's book, which was in public domain, but it took from the movie, which was then copyrighted by Warner Brothers. So they had to change half of Glenda's lines to where she's saying all the lines wrong, which worked.
I
So that's
never
why she
knew
says,
that.
so that's why she's like Dodo instead of Toto.
I never knew that. That's
Because,
hilarious.
and then they had the rights to, spacing on the name of the guy who wrote Wicked, it'll be posted above my head. The book, which if you haven't read the book, I've read a good chunk of the book. The book is much darker than the musical. Like Fiero's supposed to have like tattoos.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah, Fiero's very much a bad boy. And then in the musical, he's like Prince and just lazy like frat boy.
They Disney-fied him.
Yeah, they Disney-fied him a lot. They Zac Efron him up.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to be more like trying to think.
Rebel, like punk.
Now wait for a Wicked movie. So the Wicked movie was supposed to come out last year when the Cats movie came out. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I want to watch it and just see how horrible it is because I know it's horrible.
I keep seeing it on HBO and I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see Cat Taylor Swift. I'm good.
If you could cast the movie musical, who would you cast as Glinda and Elphaba?
Okay, well, 100% Elphaba would be Leah Michele. Like, she already played Idina Menzel's daughter on Glee. Like, she would be the perfect candidate for a live action movie. And, you know, Glinda, I don't know. Let me see.
So,
Ariana Grande would be kind of cute, but that's probably controversial. So.
Well, there's controversy to Leah Michele as Elphaba because of how she is as a person.
Yes, yeah, I've been learning recently that she's not a very good person, and I hate that because, like, she was my role model growing up through high school, and
I would cast as Glinda Dove Cameron.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about her because she played Kristen Chenoweth's daughter.
And also, Kristen Chenoweth is like, she would kill it. Also, the right age to play college Glinda.
Yep.
Other alternative of how they could do it, Dove could start it, and then Megan Hilty finishes off Glinda.
Ooh.
Or like an older, like Glinda, who's played Glinda, finishes it off.
They could do that.
I don't think in the movie that you can have, like in the musical, it's the same person the whole time.
Right, yeah, because they're going to do that time jump. And that it wouldn't really make sense unless they did heavy makeup on them.
And then for Elphaba, I know, like Kristen Chenoweth keeps saying Ariana Grande, because in interviews they both have been asked. Ariana Grande can sing it, but I'm just like, you can be talented as heck, but if you're not a nice person and you have a diva attitude, I don't want to work with you. And we should need to stop the theater community, the performing arts community, and the entertainment community. We need to stop rewarding people for being divas and having diva attitudes. I love Ariana Grande's music, and don't come at me in the comments, people. It needs to stop. We can't. My drama teacher's wife always would say, you can be talented as heck, but if you have a bad attitude, you're not somebody I want to work with. So I like working with nice people.
Yeah, theater is a cooperation, and unless somebody doesn't want to cooperate, the whole thing's just going to be a nightmare.
Exactly. I feel like they need to make Kristen Madame Morrible.
Ooh,
I
ooh,
would live for that, but then they need to give Indina something.
if she wants to do something, yeah, because she's kind of been just staying away from the movie. So like she's commented on it, but
Mhm.
not as much as Kristen has.
Well, I feel like Frozen 2 has just slowly started dying down a popularity now, and
Yeah,
she's just getting off of that.
right. She didn't have to be Elsa anymore.
Unless they make a Frozen 3.
Yeah, that's
It's
possible. Would
in,
they?
it's in discussion that they're going to make a Frozen 3, but it's going to carry a lot on Kristen Bell because she was so much of the creation of Anna. I will link her channel below, but she's awesome. She wins the musical theater cult here on YouTube. First, she's going to take over Broadway and then the world.
And that's the worst part is because kids on Broadway, this is one of my favorite subjects is kids on Broadway. Um, as soon as they age out, they're out and they've got to find somebody else. There's a little girl who was on Dance Moms. Her name's Giannina, and she was in the Matilda cast for like 8 years, something crazy, like 5 to 8 years. She was in there from the time that she was just barely old enough to the time that she was just barely too old.
Especially the young Annas and Elsas, once you get so tall. And there's a whole Annie documentary, like once you age out of being an orphan.
Yeah, for a kid to understand too, unless the
Mhm.
adults around them are really explaining it.
Yeah, there's adults that age out of their roles.
Oh yeah,
It's like there's going to get to a point where we can't play teenagers anymore.
right. That's theater. That's just
Yeah.
how it is.
But I just love how Wicked has, to get back to what we were originally
Yeah.
this is a musical theater chat, so we've basically kept on topic. I love that Wicked has something in it for everybody because it has the catchy music, it has the storyline. 90% of the American population are all Wizard of Oz fans.
Hmm.
So since I've seen Wicked, I don't look at Wizard of Oz the same way. I was a little boy that walked down the halls at school singing Over the Rainbow, but now I look at Dorothy as the villain now.
Yeah. Yeah. She just kind of dropped into their domain and just caused all kinds of hell. Like, no.
She was just like, "Hi, water, bye."
Thanks. Yeah.
Stephen Schwartz, when he wrote For Good, I was just like, "Here's my heart, take it."
Yeah.
And later, sometime today, keep a lookout for me and Maddie's cover of For Good because that song is literally us.
Yeah, it is.
My
That's our song. 100. That is the Damien and Maddie song.
If Megan Hilty was Glinda, Catherine McPhee would make a good Elphaba.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't even think about her.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to do two.
Yeah.
Because even more that I think about that now, there's no way that you can do the time jump and not
What
have
is
a
the
second.
time jump? Like, how many years is it?
They don't see the musical doesn't really define that very well because we jump right from her being born to Wizard and I, where she's going to college.
Hmm.
But in the book, there's so much more of her like growing up. So I
Right.
feel like in the movie we're gonna get more of the book, and I feel like the movie's gonna be darker. I wonder how much of the book they're gonna include.
You would think that they'd include quite a bit because they are making it a musical, right? But they're cutting some of the songs. Yeah.
It's like with the Les Mis movie where they cut out Little Fall of Rain.
Ah, that song.
Mhm. That's another me and Maddie song.
Yeah.
We're just best friends, but that is us in that song.
We still eventually need to sing Serious together because we practiced that one and like we were getting pretty good at it.
So if you know anything about the Disney college program, there's this thing called Night of Stars, and Maddie and I were going to sing Sirius from Legally Blonde the musical, but things happened, and we're like, no. And the biggest thing was we hadn't decided on a backing track yet, and I was like,
Yeah, we practiced it and then we were looking for the right backing track, and while we were doing that we were just kind of like, let's like just do something else tomorrow.
But then Maddie went to go audition, and she sang on my own. So
Yeah, I still didn't get in though because I sang a sad song. So it's fine. It was one of the best auditions of my life though, and I will take that with me.
see, I would love if somebody would cast me as Elphaba and then you as Glinda, because that would be great.
That would be fun. Yeah.
That would be lit. I don't think somebody would ever cast me as Glinda, but
You never
I
know.
think with the green makeup, I could we could make it work. Don't you like this witch march?
Oh, that's cute.
I was like, it's Elfie.
That's precious. Ah, she's on a broom. That's cute.
Defying gravity. Have you seen the Pamela Pumpkin TikTok?
Yes, I'm obsessed.
I sent
I
it
really
to her
want
mother.
to do one. Ride the witch's broom. Ride the witch's broom.
Reese's, shake off the Skittles, shake off the candy corns. Ride the witch's broom. Ride the witch's broom. I miss you.
Miss you too. I'm ready to come down there again. I just gotta wait till all the COVID stuff is over and I have money again.
What a mood.
Yeah. So I'm just thankful that you're down there still.
Same.
Thinking about you every day.
I appreciate that. Well, thank you all for joining us for day 30 of Vlogaween as we celebrate Wicked's 17th anniversary of its Broadway premiere. Thank you, Spooklings. Stay spooky. I hope you all have a safe, happy Halloween, a socially, physically distanced Halloween. Stay safe. Don't be acting crazy. Bye.
Bye.